What's going on, everybody? Happy Taco Tuesday. Let's jump into it. Markets were soaring and stocks only go up. Everybody knows that. So, all right, let's jump into it. First things first, now that I'm thinking about this, let's look at this trend line. Let's extend this here to the right. Ooh! And look at that, right where we're at. So you would think this would be some sort of level of resistance here, but with the way things are going, this is probably going to make new highs tomorrow. All right, so just kidding. Let's jump into it. Soundhound, I'm still in it. But I don't know how it really closed here. I was away. Ooh, nice. It closed okay. Around an hour and a half before the close, I was out of here, so probably around here. Yeah, it's closed okay. Whatever. July 18 is the expiration, $10 strike price. I paid $153. Those are currently $234. And yeah, this is kind of where you would expect it to stall out, right? In this whole area, huh? Just given the strength and the volume in here, I really do want to wait. Plus, these are longer dated call options anyways. So I really would like to wait on these. We'll see if I'm that patient. Because I really do think broader markets are quite stretched, you know? So, and I don't want to get greedy with the position, but just given this overall strength in markets, they got a gap all the way up here, 14 to fill. Well, less actually. We'll remove that, but you know what I'm saying. And it's not in any sort of extended area per se. In any sort of extreme area. Plus, with the volume. Yeah, so that's that. We'll see how things shake out tomorrow. If things start really rolling over, I may get out of these. All right, moving on. MicroStrategy, still in MicroStrategy. Wow, it was up 4% today. Whoa, so it closed really nicely. Yeah, it closed really nicely. It's giving a lot back now, but cool, sweet, awesome. Yeah, still equity position 330. I still have not added to this position, and I would love to. If we could just kind of chill out for a little bit, that would be fantastic. So see this on a monthly chart. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is nice and fantastic to see. Really good strength. Yeah, don't see a reason to be bearish on that. Okay, moving over to another equity position that I forget to mention is GTX. And average cost base is 1083. And like we've been talking about, I was certainly late to the party. But man, has this been performing fantastically. But again, I mean, this is so extended. It's so extended. But this is a fantastic long base. And I plan on holding this for a long, long time. Yeah, I mean, this is so extended. You cannot add here. Or I should say, I cannot add to this here. But look at this on the monthly chart. Oof, man, it's so nice. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now moving over to Germany. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty decent day. It's in some sort of consolidation, whatever. These are longer dated call options. July 18, 39 is the expiration, $39 strike price. 235 is what I paid from currently. Those are 172, which I feel like is just, sometimes with options pricing, at the close and sort of less liquid options markets, things can go pretty haywire. So I suspect that's what happened, and whatever. Because yeah, this is still acting really good, and yeah, nice little consolidation there. I don't know. Yeah, don't know. Whatever. All right, that's it. That's all the positions. You guys know I've got out of most of them, and basically just wanted to see if my thesis on if the bear market was over was correct, and it turns out that as of now, that is the case. So for the next pullback and the next trades that fit my style, I'll go in with similar sizes as last year, and you can play with a lot more conviction, right? So that's that. Now let's go over indexes here. So NASDAQ, just goes straight up today. Yeah. Looks good. ES, here, are you going to go after this here? Again, just like with yesterday, where I said, what are you risking? For what reward? Same thing still applies today. Russell, yeah, like I always say, I would love to see small caps performing fantastically, but as of now, you're so many better options, so many. So let's see Dow. I think Dow had a strange day today. Yeah, it certainly did. So, my decision to get out of this position at the 200-day moving average turned out to be good. And, it's a little bit strange where everything else was rocking, but Dow was not rocking. I think that was because of United Health. Yeah, this is just mind-boggling. Oof. Yeah, I don't even know what happened to United Health. Has hit a bottom. It's a fool's game to try and pick a bottom, but yeah. How much worse could this possibly get? It's pretty insane. Wow, that's 50% in 2 months, it looks like. Wow, 1 week, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, geez. So, a month and then this trading week down 50%. That's pretty wild. There's got to be a reversion back up sometime. That's pretty wild. Wow. And then let's look at Coinbase. Coinbase is up huge, and that's cool to see. That's awesome. Yeah, let's look at this on the weekly chart. This whole chart is rather jagged to me, and so I just don't go after stocks like this. Although previously it did look fantastic. Like all through here, this looked so nice and was really easy to read. But now when things get kind of jagged like this, I stay away from this. And the same applies now, unless something changes, right? But again, you have instruments like IBIT, where you can just buy calls. If you're bullish on Bitcoin, I think Coinbase is going to perform well. Well, then, you might as well go after something with no single stock risk. So, all right. Although I am in MicroStrategy, so, whatever. All right, let's go over Mag 7. So Microsoft looks good. They're laying off people, which is not good for the people, but but in terms of just from a company's perspective, um, they thought that it would be a good idea to get rid of some more waste, which they have been doing a lot of. I mean, that was a huge reason for their underperformance the whole second half of last year. So they are correcting their mistakes. So as a company, as an investor, as a shareholder, that is something good and that you want to see. And so that way they can keep kicking butt and keep employing people and, doing great things. I mean, they're an absolutely amazing company. Absolutely amazing. So I certainly root for companies like that. Very generous, just awesome company. It treats their employees so good, So you root for companies like that. Same with NVIDIA too, by the way. Wow, this is back above the 200-day moving average, rocking and rolling. Wow, yeah, see, so, we're rooting for them. Now let's go back over to SMCI, the old SMCI that got caught doing some dirty things. This is a no-go for me. All right, Meta. Wow. Yeah, you guys, cool. Amazon. I mean, this is crazy strength. So let's look at Netflix. Netflix rocking and rolling. Wow, was that all the pullback that we were going to get there with Netflix? Jeez. Tesla. How'd Tesla do today? Up big. Awesome. Love to see that. Yeah, wow, see? And then even on the monthly, it's down pretty low. There is a lot of room to run. Wow. Fantastic. Wow, they're up $10 after hours right now, too. Jeez. All right, now let's go over some sectors and then we'll call it a night. Not much to discuss. There's nothing really new. I don't have many positions on. Real estate's really underperforming. And this is of concern. Does that mean bonds are still underperforming? Yeah. Jeez. All right, utilities. Cool. This is getting close to an opportunity to go after. Communications. So utilities I think would be a good one to go after here pretty soon. Maybe the next couple days. Yeah. Yep, we'll see how this pulls back or any sort of meaningful move over 80. That's how I would play that. Biotech looks terrible. Healthcare looks terrible. Jeez. I don't know. Other. So this gap has been filled. Whatever. There's a gap way up here to fill. I don't know. Let's look at Argentina. See, up really, really big. Clearly, I sold this, too early. But again, you trade your plan, and we were not in a confirmed bull market at that point, in my opinion. I think U.S. equities were still below the 200-day moving average. So that was my plan. And, I said this could still rocket higher, that's for sure. And it certainly did. And, wow, nice volume. Really good volume. So, again, this is fantastic, right? you want to be proven wrong in this way. And so then therefore on the next pullback, you can go in with more conviction. All right. Let's look at Mexico. Is it EWW? Yeah. And you know, I mean, it's okay. I don't know how you would trade this. I don't know what you would risk and what the reward is. So, you know, I wouldn't trade that, but looks okay. Let's go over to Japan. Wow, nice. All right, now let's go over commodities. Gold, yeah, just not looking good at all. Ugh. Yeah, this could be it for gold's bull run. Yeah, very well could be it. Yeah, very well could be. Gold, let's look at silver. Yeah, that's a no-go. Gold, silver, okay, so now let's go over corn and wheat. And cool, nice shakeout below the 200-day moving average. This could be something to keep a watch on and go after. Yeah, certainly. CW. Wow, see, it's all right. All right, now let's go over the greatest commodity of them all, which would be Bitcoin. And again, I just, you know, what are you got? I mean, you know, my position on actual Bitcoin is completely different than this, you know, than in my brokerage account, right? It's obviously not actual Bitcoin in a brokerage account, but so the strategy is different, but the strategy for me is different anyways. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna risk on this? When do you know that you're wrong? And yeah, you know, go all the way back to 90,000, still be completely fine, right? So yeah, I'm just not gonna add to it here. All right, let's go over some Bitcoin miners, and yeah, see at the 200-day moving average, CleanSpark, same thing, CleanSpark, Riot, they're probably all gonna look very similar, huh? Yeah, Hot mining, yeah, you know, good volume starting to come back in, so that's great. Love to see that. And I think that's it. I mean, you know, what else is going on? So First Solar clearly had a huge day. Gosh, what the heck is that for? Did Saudis announce they're gonna buy all sorts of stuff here? First Solar sucks. Oh, yeah, I have no clue why. Whatever. First Solar, Palantir, I think, still looks really good. Wow, that hit a new all-time high. I'm pretty leery of Palantir recently these days. ANET. Wow, very interesting. Very interesting. And the Broadcom, and then we'll probably call it a day. Yeah, I mean, shoot, you guys, I mean, things are so stretched, you know, but these are all really good signs. So just chill. We'll see how it, you know, pans out this week in terms of how many videos that I make. I don't know how much more there will be to, you know, kind of talk about, right? Because I mean, I'm really not going to do anything. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Oh yeah, Google, Shake Shack. Oh, let's go back over to old friends at Burgers & Co. here. And cool, yeah. All right, this doesn't look terrible. But again, I mean, these things are so stretched, right? Wow. But way back up to here, there's a huge gap to fill to 55. This looks strange. What is this, like the world's largest double bottom? I'm just kidding. All right. What else do I keep on my watch list? Oh, Roblox. Let's see how Roblox is doing. Man, this looks great. Wow, has Roblox been fantastic. Whoa, this is definitely something to watch / go after, like, now. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, does Roblox look good. I'm not going to go after this now, by the way. But, yeah, looks really good. So, again, I mean, there's so many things that look good. You know, you guys get pumped up for this. This is great. And with that, we'll catch you guys later.